If you want to know where to find all Season 5 XP coins, go check out the rest of the video. Since Season 5 Week 7 they started hiding XP coins on the island again. Let me show you where to find all 100 XP coins. The first green coin of Week 7 can be found at Stealthy Stronghold. It's the new jungle location they added to the map this season. You can find it in the northwest corner of the map. On top of the stronghold you will be able to find the green coin. If you don't zoom in, it's located under the letter H of Stronghold. You will get 5000 XP when collecting it. The second location is all the way on the west side of the map. West of Holly and Sweaty Sands you can find a heart-shaped island. We have been here for some challenges in the previous season and now we can collect a green XP coin on it. If you're getting closer to the location it will show up, and now we only need 2 more green coins for this week. And if we go to the east from here we will be able to find the third green XP coin. It's located between Holly Hedges and Sweaty Sands at the landmark called Timber Tent. Close to the red building you can find some logs placed like a teepee. Next to this spot you can see the green XP coin on the ground. It's also the place where the Blaze NPC can spawn. Green coin number 4 can be found at the southwest side of the map. Below Slurpy Swamp you can find a landmark called Flush Factory. A little bit south of the location, very close to the water, you can find one big tree with 2 small trees on a platform. Right next to it you will be able to find the last green XP coin of Week 7. Let's move on to the purple XP coins. The first purple coin of Week 7 can be found at the weather station. It's on the snowy mountains south of Caddy Corner. If you fly towards the location you can see it east of the house, close to the solar panels. I recommend going into Team Rumble since you will start with enough materials to build it in. Not only to get as much XP as possible by collecting all smaller purple coins, but also because it will give you a legacy achievement if this is the first purple coin you've collected this season. The second location is a bit harder to find. It's north of the orchard close to the radio tower. There's also a gas station nearby. If you combine all these locations you will be able to find it in the middle of it. It's hard to find because it's a little bit hidden between the hills. Build it in and collect more than 10k XP and also the last purple coin of Week 7. Now it's time for the blue XP coins. In previous seasons we had to destroy objects to make the blue coin show up. But this week, or maybe for the rest of the season, they appeared in the water without breaking anything for it. The first blue coin of Week 7 can be found at the south side of Dirty Docks. It's close to the building where I think NPC Brutus is standing. If you look inside the water you can see the blue circle. Just try to land on it or swim to it to collect 6.5k XP for the first blue coin. The next XP coin can be found in the lake between Lazy Lake and Misty Meadows. There are 2 islands. One of them is the Lazy Lake Island landmark. In between these 2 islands the second blue coin is floating in the water. The third location is at Coral Castle. It's very close to the letter E of Castle. There are multiple waterfalls at the location but you need to make your way to the one east of Coral. This was the last blue coin of Week 7. I wonder if we have to go for a swim again next week. And last but not least the gold XP coin. The gold coin can be found at a very important location for this season. You need to make your way to the desert south of the Colosseum. There you can find Mandalorian's Razor Crest. I think Mando himself is spawning a little bit more to the west now, but at least his gunship is still here. Anyways, fly around this gunship and you will be able to find the coin a little bit hidden underneath. You will get 15k XP for it and this is the only gold XP coin of Week 7. The first green coin of Week 8 can be found at Hunter's Haven. It's at the building northeast of the location. You can see the coin right below the building floating in the air. Try to fly towards it or else you need to build up to collect the first 5000 XP. The second location is on the edge of Weeping Woods. It's located at the northwest side of the woods. Close to the river and the start of the zipline on the hill you will find the coin next to some rocks. And if we go to the east from here we will be able to find the third green XP coin. It's located near a small building south of Salty Towers. It has some metal fences around it and if you fly over the location it's very easy to see. Pick up the coin and then you can move on to the final green XP coin location. Green coin number 4 can be found in the west part of Risky Reels. It's the landmark in the desert area. There's a big screen with some stairs behind it. Go up 1 level with the stairs and you will bump right into it. This is the last green XP coin of Week 8. Now let's move on to the purple XP coins. The first purple coin of Week 8 can be found at Steel Farm. It's located east of the Colosseum. This is the location where NPC Farmer Steel walks around. There are some cornfields and in one of them you will be able to find the purple XP coin. Since I'm in Team Rumble I start with enough materials to build it in. Collect all the smaller coins to get an XP bonus and move on to the next location. The second location is east of Slurpy Swamp. It's located between Hydro 16 and Weeping Woods. There's a lower part next to the hill with a broken wooden cabin. Right next to it, between some trees, you will find the coin. It's a little bit hidden underneath the trees if you fly directly above it. Anyways, build it in and collect the last purple coin of week 8. Now it's time for the blue XP coins. In previous seasons we had to destroy objects to make the blue coins show up, but this season they appear in the water without breaking anything for it. The first blue coin of week 8 can be found west of Slurpy Swamp. It's very close to the Shanty Town landmark with some houses in the swamp. Make your way to the part with 2 smaller islands and the orange container with 2 X's on it. In between these 2 islands you can find the blue coin. The next XP coin can be found at Shipwreck Cove. It's a landmark behind the snowy mountains in the southeast corner of the map. If you fly above the location you can see some big rocks coming out of the water. Right in the middle of this location you can see the blue coin floating in the water. Land on top of it or swim towards it to collect 6.5k XP. And the third and last location is at Lake Canoe. It's a landmark between Retail Row and Dirty Docks. On the south side of the lake you will see the coin show up. This is the last blue coin of week 8. And last but not least, the gold XP coin. The gold coin can be found at Stealthy Stronghold. It's a location at the northwest part of the map. It's pretty hard to find between all these trees, but you need to look at the southwest side of the location. There's a crashed helicopter inside the tree and you need to destroy the helicopter to make the gold coin show up. You will get 15k XP for it and this is the only gold XP coin of week 8. The first coin of week 9 can be found at Steamy Stacks. It's at the east part of the location under the Sea of Stacks. Make your way to the green colored building. Behind the building there's a green pipe coming out of it. On top of this pipe you can find the first coin. The second location is near Pleasant. East of the location you have a yellow and a modern building. And if you go towards the hill you can find about 10 trees close to each other. Underneath them you can find the second green coin. Another 5k XP coming your way. For the third coin we need to go to the desert area. It's between Hunter's Haven and the Colosseum. Close to the Butter Barn, a little bit further east you can see a dusty depot hangar. Go to the destroyed wall next to it and you will be able to see and collect the third coin. Green coin number 4 can be found on the road between Retail Row and Caddy Corner. It's closer to Retail than to Caddy. The road makes a curve and in this curve next to the road you can find the last green XP coin of week 9. Let's move on to the purple XP coins. The first purple coin of week 9 can be found at the south side of Slurpy. Close to the shore but still in the swamp you can find some houses. Make your way to this location and you will see it show up out in the open. There aren't any trees blocking your view, so this one is pretty easy to build in. Collect all the smaller coins to get an XP bonus and move on to the next location. The second location is near the Noah landmark. It's located northwest of Holly Hedges. If you come from the Holly side, it's on the left side of the road. Because I was playing Team Rumble, I was able to build it in and collect the last purple coin of week 9. Now it's time for the blue XP coins. In previous seasons we had to destroy objects to make the blue coins show up, but this season they appear in the water without breaking anything for it. The first blue coin of week 9 can be found at the south part of the map. There's a location called Camp Cod. You can find the first blue coin east of the location. It's pretty far away from the shore, so I recommend flying towards it from the battle bus to see it. Collect it and now you can go on to the next locations. The next XP coin can be found in the desert area. It's between Hunter's Haven and Salty Towers. If you come from the Butter Barn and follow the river towards Salty, you will be able to see it. It's a little bit hidden under the rock if you come from the north side, and it's pretty close to the place where the river splits. The third and last location is at Crashed Cargo. It's the landmark west of Sweaty Sands. The location is full of stranded containers. If you fly above it, you will see the blue circle in the water. This is the last blue coin of week 9. And last but not least, the gold XP coin. The gold coin can be found near the Durburger restaurant. You can find it between Slurpy Swamp and Holly Hedges. But it's not in the restaurant, you have to go to the old Logjam Woodworks building next to it. Close to the roof you will see and maybe hear the gold coin. Pickaxe your way towards it and collect it once you're there. You will get 15k XP for it and this is the only gold XP coin of week 9. The first green coin of week 10 can be found at the north side of the map. It's the island northwest of Craggy Cliffs. NPC Splode can be found at this location. On the island you can find a shack on the east side. Next to this shack you can find the green coin inside a hammock. The second location is a bit harder to find. It's between the Colosseum and the Orchard. In between you can find the Pizza Pit restaurant. East of this location there's a container in the sand. One of my opponents just destroyed the container, so now the green coin is out in the open. Collect the coin for another 5k XP. For the third coin we need to go to Lazy Lake. South of Lazy Lake there's a restaurant building close to the edge of the hill. If you come from the south side you will see the coin show up on the lower part of the hill, right underneath the restaurant. Collect it and move on to the last location. Green coin number 4 can be found at the coast. It's directly east of Retail Row. Close to the coin location there's a small campsite and some big trees. There aren't many other landmarks around it, so just go east of Retail and you will find the last green XP coin of week 10. Let's move on to the purple XP coins. The first purple coin of week 10 can be found north of Lazy Lake. There are several hills around the coin location. More or less hidden between these hills you can find the coin. It's a bit hard to build this coin in because the center of it is right in between two blocks. Build it 2 by 1 and you will be able to collect all the smaller coins easier. The second location is next to a river. It's a river between Sweaty Sands and Pleasant Park. If you go towards the Pleasant side, it's on top of one of the lower hills in the grass area. Build it in and collect the last purple coin of week 10. Now it's time for the blue XP coins. In previous seasons we had to destroy objects to make the blue coin show up, but this season they appear in the water without breaking anything for it. The first blue coin of week 10 can be found at the old shark location. The landmark can be found north of Coral Castle. If you fly towards the shark's mouth, it's right under it. Fly or swim towards it and collect a nice amount of XP. The next XP coin can be found at the Blue Steel Bridge. It's a bridge east of Pleasant Park. The river splits underneath this bridge. The blue coin can be found at the north side of the bridge towards Craggy Cliffs. Collect the coin and move on to the last location. The third and last location is at Weeping Woods. It's inside the river that's floating through Weeping. Underneath the wooden bridge you can find the coin. There are 2 wooden bridges, but you need to go to the one under the P of Weeping on the map. This is the last blue coin of week 10. And last but not least, the gold XP coin. The gold coin can be found at the south side of the map. It's at the Flush Factory landmark. South of Slurpy Swamp they brought back this OG location. You need to go inside the main building of the factory. Once you're inside you need to look up, because the coin is on top of one of the rails. Build your way up and collect the coin. You will get 15k XP for it, and this is the only gold XP coin of week 10. The first green coin of week 11 can be found west of Dirty Docks. It's underneath one of the blue zipline towers. This zipline goes from Steamy Stacks to Retail Row. If you come from Steamy, the coin can be found under the second blue tower. The second location is a bit harder to find. It's all the way at the south side of the map. Between Misty Meadows and Camp Cod there's a snowy mountaintop. If you go down from there towards Camp Cod, the coin will show up at the lower part of it. It's directly at the place where you can see the dirt road split up towards the base camp and some stones in a circle. For the third coin we need to go towards the forest. It's located between Weeping and Hunter's Haven. The coin can be found on the hill close to the road that leads from Misty to Holly. Collect it and move on to the last location. Green coin number 4 can be found at the west part of the island. There's a landmark west of Sweaty Sands. It's called Fort Crumpet and we've been here for a lot of challenges this season. Outside the fort, next to one of the walls on the south side, you can find the coin. Make your way towards it and pick up the last green XP coin of week 11. Let's move on to the purple XP coins. The first purple coin of week 11 can be found on the east side of the island. Southeast of Retail Row you can find a mountain with a small amount of snow on it. The purple coin can be found on the grass next to it. It's out in the open, so you should be able to see it from the sky or just on the ground if you come from Retail Row. Build it in and collect a nice amount of XP. The second location is between Sweaty Sands and Salty Towers. There's a house between these 2 locations. If you go down from the dirt road towards Sweaty from this house, you will see the purple coin on the ground. I had a hard time building it in and it was a bit unlucky they only had the Team Rumble one-shot LTM at the moment I was collecting these coins, but I was still able to collect all the smaller coins of the last purple coin of week 11. Now it's time for the blue XP coins. In the previous seasons we had to destroy objects to make the blue coin show up, but this season they appear in the water without breaking anything for it. The first blue coin of week 11 can be found at Rainbow Rentals. It's the landmark with the colorful houses south of Holly Hedges. You have to look a little bit more south to see it show up in the water. Fly or swim towards it and collect a nice amount of XP. The next XP coin can be found west of Lazy Lake. There's a boathouse close to the river and waterfall that leads to a bigger lake. In the middle of this smaller lake you can find the second blue XP coin. Collect the coin and move on to the last location. The third and last location is between the Coliseum and Dirty Docks. There's a river flowing under the green steel bridge going towards the east. Between this bridge and the compact cars landmark you can find a big curve in the river. Inside this curve you can see a blue circle showing up. This is the last blue coin of week 11. And last but not least, the gold XP coin. The gold coin can be found at the west side of the map. It's in the building west of Holly Hedges. NPC Ragnarok spawns inside this location. There's a big Viking ship on top of the building. Make your way inside the ship by destroying the wooden walls and you will see the gold XP coin show up. So I went from the inside, but you can also land on the top deck of the ship. You will get 15k XP for collecting it, and this is the only gold XP coin of week 11. The first green coin of week 12 can be found at the north side of the map. It's located near Stealthy's stronghold and Lucky's lighthouse. Pretty close to the shore there's a wooden hut, and not so far away from it, on the grass, you can find the first XP coin. The second location is east of Pleasant Park and south of the blue steel bridge. On the edge of the grass and sand areas you can find a hill that is overlooking the river. On this hill you can find some chairs and a scarecrow. You can find a coin next to one of the small trees. For the third coin we need to go towards the west coast. It's located near the Viking ship and Rainbow Rentals. All these locations are west of Holly Hedges. Between two trees, close to the rocks on the beach, you can pick up the third coin and collect 5k XP. Green coin number 4 can be found near Misty Meadows. East of the location is a small hill with a green coin right on top of it. Don't confuse it with a higher hill with NPC longshot on it. Anyways, make your way towards it and collect the last green XP coin of week 12. Let's move on to the purple XP coins. The first purple coin of week 12 can be found near Slurpy Swamp. West of Slurpy you can find a place named Shanty Town. This is a landmark with a few houses in the swamp. East of this landmark you can find the purple coin more or less out in the open. This coin is easy to build in, so go on and collect a good amount of XP. The second location is at the south side of the map. It's directly south of Misty Meadows. The location doesn't really have any landmarks close. Make sure you look near the stranded container on the beach. Someone landed there right before me, so I didn't even have to build it in myself. Anyways, this is the last purple coin of week 12. Now it's time for the blue XP coins. In previous seasons we had to destroy objects to make the blue coins show up, but this season they appear in the water without breaking anything for it. The first blue coin of week 12 can be found at the south side of the map. There's an island called Camp Cod. To get off this island there's a bridge in the northwest corner of the landmark. Under this bridge you can find the first blue coin and a good amount of XP. The next XP coin can be found on the east part of the island. It's located northeast of Dirty Docks. There's a landmark called Big Rig. This is some kind of transformer made out of cars, trucks and RVs. At the bottom part you can find the blue coin floating between the legs. The third and last location is north of Craggy Cliffs. There's a small island with a possible IO guard spawn. You have to look very close to this island. For some reason I wasn't able to see it the first time, but after redeploying again I was able to find the last blue coin of week 12. And last but not least, the gold XP coin. The gold coin can be found at the center of the island. You need to make your way towards the desert area. North of the 0 point you will see some big crystals coming out of the sand. In between these crystals you should be able to see a gold circle. Land on it or make your way towards it and you will get 15k XP for collecting it. This is the only gold XP coin of week 12. The first green coin of week 13 can be found at the northwest side of the map. It's at the Coral Cove landmark west of Coral Castle. There's a small island inside the place all the way towards the shore. Out in the open you can see the coin on the beach. The second location is near Craggy Cliffs. It's located on one of the hills south of the location. On top of this hill you can see 3 trees in a triangle. The green coin can be found between the trees. Make your way towards it and collect 5k XP. For the third location we need to go to the south part of the island. It's located at Caddy Corner. West of the location there's a cafe on the edge of the hill. If you come from the Misty Meadows side you can see the coin underneath the wooden terrace. Green coin number 4 can be found near Misty Meadows. Southwest of the location you can find some cabins on the hill. In between there's a place with a rock and some trees. The last green XP coin of week 13 can be found next to it. Let's move on to the purple XP coins. The first purple coin of week 13 can be found south of Steamy Stacks. It's on the other side of the river if you're coming from Steamy. The purple coin can be found on the grass directly east of the first blue zipline tower. Build it in, collect all the smaller purple coins and get a total of 10.3k XP. The second location is northwest of Retail Row. You can find it between the mountain and the river. Those who played during the previous season will notice this was the old Quintet Patrol landing site. There's a dirt road going towards Lake Canoe. On this road you can find the last purple coin of week 13. Now it's time for the blue XP coins. In previous seasons we had to destroy objects to make the blue coins show up, but this season they appear in the water without breaking anything for it. The first blue coin of week 13 can be found at the Hydro Dam. It's the dam between Slurpy Swamp and Misty Meadows. The landmark on the lower part is called Hydro 16. There are 3 tunnels filled with water. The blue coin can be found in the middle tunnel. Fly inside or swim through to collect the first coin. The next XP coin can be found in the river. It's located between Retail Row and the Colosseum. Follow the river from the Retail Row side towards a gas station. This is the place where the river makes a U-turn. Before you reach this gas station and turn, you can see the coin floating in the river. The third and last location is south of Coral Castle. The place is surrounded by waterfalls. The coin can be found on the middle platform of one of these waterfalls. It's the closest one to Sweaty Sands. It looked like the coin was on the higher part, but this was just a reflection of something else. Anyways, go here and collect 6.5k XP and with that the last blue coin of week 13. And last but not least, the gold XP coin. The gold coin can be found at the Colosseum. It's pretty hard to find since you need to make your way inside the service hub. If you enter the south entrance, you can go down one layer to your left or your right. I went to the left here, but going to the right will be the closest entrance towards the coin. Anyways, go down a few layers with the stairs until you're able to enter the vents. So if you took the entrance to the right, you will see the vent opening, and to your left there's an opening that will make you end up in a room with the chest and the outside of the vents. If you get closer, you should be able to hear the coin as well. Go inside and collect the coin. You will get 15k XP for it, and this is the only gold coin of week 13. The first green coin of week 14 can be found at Sweaty Sands. It's located on the beach north of the location. There's a green or blue wooden hut towards the skate park. I guess this is one of the places for the lifeguards. Under this hut you can see the green coin show up. It's a little bit hidden when you fly high in the sky, so collect the coin and get your first 5k XP. The second location is between Holly Hedges and Weeping Woods. It's in the grasslands on top of a small hill, just before you reach the woods of Weeping. There are some trees and rocks, and in between you can see the second green coin of week 14. For the third location we need to go to a gas station. It's the one north of Slurpy Swamp. It's on the edge of the woods right next to the purple bridge. This gas station has a garage next to it, and between the two buildings you will see the green coin. It's placed inside the fence. Collect the coin and move on to the final location. Green coin number 4 can be found on the east side of the map. It's located between Retail Row and Lazy Lake. West of Retail Row, close to the river, there's a grass area with purple flowers on it. There are 4 trees placed in a nice square. In the middle of the square you can see a green shiny thing. This is the last green XP coin of week 14. Let's move on to the purple XP coins. The first purple coin of week 14 can be found near Pleasant Park. It's at the bottom of the hill north of the location. There are 2 possible NPC spawns close to it. NPC Remedy in the house on the hill and Dummy on the other side of the coin location. If you build this coin in, make sure you build 1 layer above the coin, because it will go up a bit and all the coins end up in the box above it. The second location is on the east side of the island. It's located between Dirty Docks and the Lake Canoe landmark. There's a zipline going from Steamy to Retail. Under the ziplines you can see the purple coin. It's a bit hard to build this coin in because it's on the edge of 2 squares. Make a 2x1 and collect all the smaller coins easily. This is the last purple coin of week 14. Now it's time for the blue XP coins. In previous seasons we had to destroy objects to make the blue coins show up, but this season they appear in the water without breaking anything for it. The first blue coin of week 14 can be found at Steamy Stacks. West of the location you can find some kind of lagoon. To be honest, I'm not sure if it's called like this. But anyways, all the way up to the end you can see the blue coin in the water. Collect the first coin and get 6.5k XP. The next XP coin can be found on the east side of the island. You have to go all the way to the edge of the map. It's more or less located southeast of Retail Row. There aren't many landmarks nearby, but in case you still remember it from the previous season, it's directly east of the old museum landmark. There's a small beach with some big rocks and a campfire, and right next to it you can collect the blue coin. The third and last location is south of Slurpy Swamp. It's directly south of the word Slurpy. Just outside the swamps where it turns into the sea you can see a blue coin floating. There's a small island with a wooden cabin on it pretty close to it. Land on the coin or swim to it to collect 6.5k XP, and with that the last blue coin of week 14. And last but not least, the gold XP coin. The gold coin can be found at Salty Towers. It's pretty easy to find as long as you know where to look. East of the location there's a clock tower. Inside this tower you can find the gold XP coin. From the outside you can't see it, but when you get closer you can hear it. Pickaxe your way inside, or in this case just walk in and collect the coin. You will get 15k XP for it, and this is the only gold XP coin of week 14. The first green coin of week 15 can be found at Camp Cod. It's the island all the way to the south part of the map. Make your way to this location and look at the east side of the island. There's a grey building with a water tower next to it. Close to this building you can find a small graveyard, and next to some trees you can find the green coin. The second location is between Weeping Woods and Salty Towers. It's right on the border of the desert and the forest area. There's a wooden bridge nearby. Go a little more to the south from this location and you should be able to see the coin. For the third location we need to go to the north part of the map. Next to the Colosseum there's a landmark called the Orchard. It's the one with all the apple trees in it. Northwest of the location you can see a hill that's overlooking the orchard. On top of this hill you can find the next XP coin. Green coin number 4 can be found pretty close to the previous location. It's located west of Steamy Stacks. There's a curve in the road with a truck filled with bookcases. Right next to it you can see 3 big trees with the green coin. The second set of green coins was supposed to be there in week 16, but since the season is about to end they added them in week 15 as well. The first green coin can be found northwest of Steamy Stacks. There's a landmark called Pristine Point. This landmark has 3 buildings pretty close to a cliff. If you make your way to the middle building, you can see a bathtub right on the edge of the hill. And inside you can see the green XP coin. The next location is at the east side of the map. South of retail you have 2 snowy mountains. Go to the one closest to retail and make your way to the shore. There's a campsite in the snow pretty close to it. A little bit down the hill where you can see the grass again, you can find the coin on the dirt road. And if you go to the south, you will be able to find the next green XP coin. It's located on the edge of the map. Go down the mountain with the ski hut on top, located southeast of Flush Factory. There's a piece of land that sticks out. Between some big rocks you can see the green coin. Collect the 5k XP and move on to the last location. The final green coin can be found near Slurpy Swamp. It's located southeast of the location. There's a slurp truck nearby and also a wooden hut. This coin is a bit harder to find because it's almost hidden inside a big bush. If you come from the slurp truck side you can see it stick out. So this is the last green XP coin of week 15. Now let's move on to the purple XP coins. The first purple coin of week 15 can be found at Lucky's Lighthouse. It's the landmark northwest of Stealthy Stronghold. If you fly towards the location you can see the lighthouse on top of a hill. Look down the hill on the west side and you will see the purple coin show up. I recommend to collect these coins in Team Rumble since you start with enough materials to build it in and collect all the smaller purple coins. The second location is in the desert area. It's located northwest of the Colosseum. There's a small building, a hill with a landmark called Scenic Spot and a place with 3 chests on rocks. In between this triangle you can find the coin. Build it in nicely and collect a total of 10.3k XP. The third location is near the walls of Stealthy Stronghold. You can find the coin northeast of it. It's more or less above the edge of Stronghold. This coin is pretty easy to build in. And the final coin can be found near Dirty Docks. It's located on the beach south of the location. If you make your way towards the old grotto location you can see the coin on a dirt road that went inside the grotto. I didn't have any materials because I found it in squads, but after chopping down some trees I was able to build it in and collect the smaller coins. This is the last purple coin of week 15. Now it's time for the blue XP coins. In previous seasons we had to destroy objects to make the blue coins show up, but this season they appear in the water without breaking anything for it. The first blue coin of week 15 can be found near Steamy Stacks. South of the location is a bridge over the river. Under the bridge you can see a blue coin show up. Collect it and move on to the second location. The next XP coin can be found on the west side of the island. It's located between Sweaty Sands and Holly Hedges. There's a smaller pond directly south of Sweaty Sands. At this location you can see a car wreck inside the water. The blue coin can be found right next to it. The third location is east of Misty Meadows. It's located near the yellow steel bridge. From this location you need to follow the river that's flowing south towards Camp Cod. You can see the river making a curve and the blue coin can be found inside the first curve if you're coming from the side of the bridge. The next location is west of Holly Hedges. It's in between some islands. Close to the H-shaped building you can find an island with a cabin on it. Between these two locations you can see a blue coin inside the water. Collect the 6.5k XP and move on to the next location. For blue coin number 5 you need to go to the desert area. It's located between Salty Towers and Pleasant Park. There's a red steel bridge between these locations. Follow the river that's floating underneath towards the east. On your left you can see a small campsite with some tents and a campfire. Right next to it, inside the river, you can find the blue XP coin. And the final location is all the way in the northeast corner of the map. It's located above Steamy Stacks. There's an island where Deadpool's yacht used to be in the beginning of that season. Next to this island you can see a coin floating in the ocean. This is the last blue coin of week 15. And last but not least, the gold XP coins. The first gold coin can be found at Hunter's Haven. West of the location you can find a small building with a grey door. This is the entrance to the service hub. You might have been here for a challenge earlier this season where you had to scan a server. After you enter this door you need to make your way down the stairs. Keep going down until you've reached the main room. There will be a grey door to your right. Open this door and to your left you will see the gold coin chilling on the sofa. The second coin can be found near the Snowy Mountains. It's located east of Mount Kai. This mountain is located south of Caddy Corner and has a campsite on top of it. Pretty close to this place you can find a wooden cabin a bit more down the mountain. Pickaxe your way through the roof or go through the front door and then up the stairs and you will be able to collect the second gold coin. You will get 15k XP for it and this is the last gold XP coin of week 15. And here you can see the locations of all XP coins. In total you can collect 40 green, 30 blue, 20 purple and 10 gold coins. Good luck collecting all the XP. Every Thursday I will be collecting all XP coins live on stream. Feel free to help me out in the chat and hang out with the community. So leave a like if this video is useful, subscribe to my channel, make sure you turn on notifications so you won't miss a single video. From now on you can use code RutgerK in the item shop to support the channel. Don't forget the underscore. My goal is to reach 25,000 subscribers so maybe you can help me out. My name is RutgerK, thanks for watching and I see you in the next video.